Hi everybody, welcome to Ocean Yomi's channel. I'm just going to do a quick load on my opinion on the message to the king. Right, A Message to the King is a movie that's on Netflix. It shows a lot of political stuff. Well, no, not well, issues. I'll say issues. Now, the issues shows of um, a person from South Africa, and she obviously married somebody, and something happened, and then her brothers coming to America looking for her. Now, the character that is being played is by Chadwick Boseman. So Chadwick's coming looking for his sister. Hiya, Indigenous warrior. Hi. So Chadwick's coming looking for his sister, and at first, like, he goes through all the madness, like what you hear for all the stupidness, and gradually, like, as he's there, he's asking about his sister. So he goes on asking about his sister and all that stuff, and Cheswick, there's like a story behind it, but it slowly comes later on, because I don't think I want to give it away, because I don't want to be the spoiler, you get me? But in the in the um in the film, you see a lot of things, you see a lot of things. um he Right, they ask him, how come you're only coming for this amount of days, and you haven't only got this amount of money? What's your reason for being here? And all that, the same thing what they always ask black people when they see them, obviously. So Cheswick now is Chadwick. He's there. He's trying to find out, what happened to his sister. What's the reason behind the sister? Why haven't I heard from her? He wants to know, he wants answers, basically. So Cheswick ends up in this, like, how in this place. He um meets a mother, and I think there's a lot of things going on in that place. um he's put right, they give him the rules of, don't bring this one into the room, we don't allow this, we don't allow this, we don't allow this. Anyway, he starts asking questions a little more, and he tries to find out, do you know my sister? The sister's name is Bianca. um he gets no answer, so he continues investigating in his own way, and he comes across a few, Russian drama, a few drug dealers who think he's into that. So he asked the questions. Anyway, like I said, I don't want to give it away, because, like, if you have Netflix, you can see it for yourself. It's called A Message to the King. So, right, I'm not going to give away no spoilers, because if I give away too much, you ain't going to watch it. Anyway, gradually we find out the stories behind the people in the place where he's at. So you get a little story behind the woman and all that. And right, there's always a source of what's going on. So he finds like, there's a dentist that's involved in all of this, because there's a lot of underhandness going on. So he goes to the man and he asks him about his sister again. The man knows his sister through whatever reasons, and so when he gets no answer or whatever, oh yeah, plus the dentist noticed his teeth is perfect. So, he looked in his mouth, he said, oh, your teeth looks kind of perfect, it's kind of suspicious. So then, after he has the questioning with um, the dentist contacts the next person. Now, this person now is one of those situations, like, there's a child involved, there's a child, and obviously from the entrance, from when he enters this place where the dentist has connected with somebody, and he gets henchmen, etc., etc. There's a child involved, but this child is being abused by the man. So, Cheswick sneaks around and he finds out, he sees the situation, he checks it out and all that, and he makes his plan, he makes his move. But there's a few pointers of issues. That's the issue of the sister who is she started selling her body because she was on drugs, etc., etc. And as the story continues, you see immigration, you see pedophilia, you see, what else? The next thing you see something else too. You see quite a few things in the movie, and it's all to do with issues. But the hero, which is Chadwick, I keep saying his name, Chadwick is the hero. So Chadwick really, he really sets himself up. He gets all his his infantry, arms, etc. And he goes in to save this boy. He saves the boy and all that. He gets him somewhere, but the boy runs off. He disappears. He totally disappears, and he's like, "What?" Like, wow. Anyway, like I said, in Indigenous, I ain't giving it away because I like, there's money, because I jumped a few, like a lot of scenes. I've jumped a lot. The money. There's a family where he's at, a young lady and her daughter, and he gives her the money, what he retrieved. And what's really funny is at the end where you find out who he truly is, and you're like, wow. Because I keep saying he must be a bad boy from South Africa. He must be, because the way he was handling himself with the police and the henchmen, I was like, wow, he is a street guy. He knows his way. He's about that life. Later on, you find out that how he's actually a policeman. You're like, oh my days, he's a policeman. It's a policeman, really. It's a policeman. But the way he's dressed so inconspicuous. You would not think this man is a policeman. He literally come in and done his job. He found out his answers. You honestly, you really have to watch the movie. I think I don't know if I'm giving it away too much, but I just thought I'd do a quick video on it because I just thought, wow, you don't know. When people come from other countries and you think that how they're little small people. Chadwick was actually an inspector in South Africa, in Cape Town. So he comes out, you see the policeman, you think, oh my God, they're going to get him in it. Chadwick comes out, they said, hi, Inspector. I'm like, oh my days. Oh, really? I'm like, wow. So a message to the king, it shows the hero, the brother. He went in looking for his sister and he found answers, even though the answers wasn't of the bestest things. That the best answer, he tried to save a couple people in the long run and all that, but he come back, and at least like he's like, at least he's done his thing in it. So he's the hero. And we know what's so good about it. What's sweet me about that movie is the fact that he was a policeman. I was like, wow. I was like, that is just amazing. And in the movie as well, it was right when he talks the language, it reminds me of Black Panther so much. If you really listen, if you close your eyes while I listen to him, you think it's the Black Panther character. Um, you know, Chadwick, was a good actor. He could become anything and anybody, and in this movie, he shows it. He could be badass, and he can be the good guy all at the same time. and he still come out looking the hero. He didn't have to do nothing that he didn't want, that he didn't have to do. He just came out looking the best, and I was like, yes, you know. I know everybody bigs up Black Panther, but I think this movie alongside Black Panther, as simple as it is, straightforward as it is good. It is so good. And you know, Chadwick Chadwick Boseman was very talented. You know, even though it's been a while since he's died, he was very talented, right? So apart from A Message to the King, there's Ma Rainey. That's another one that he was on too, where you know you see a lot of things too. You know, um, Chadwick Boseman, yeah, man, big up to you still. You know, he always did. He always made the characters so believable. At the end of it, you're like, wow, you're there shouting, yes, man, lick him, hit him in him. You know, I'm a typical West Indian, so that's what I'll be doing. So, with that said, yeah, take a look at A Message to the King. If you have not seen it, I beg you, do watch it, because what you think is what it is not what it is, you know. And there's a lot of twists and turns and little things, and you're just like, wow. Um, so you know, I'm not gonna prolong the video. You know, I'm just gonna carry. I'm just gonna just put this out because when he died, I didn't get a chance to put out nothing for him. I couldn't. I don't know. There was nothing I could do to tribute to this actor particularly. He was a great actor. And there's other movies he's done. He did other movies like the James Brown movie. He did another one. He did so many. He did on so many. I don't I can list half of them. And he always was great in all of them. He always became the character. He didn't leave you wanting. He didn't need you asking what's going on. You knew what it was or what it wasn't. And yeah, so I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm putting it in this ether here because you know, um, yeah, it was a good movie for me, and like you know, if other people have other opinions on the movie, you know, do tell because maybe I missed something, but that's what I saw. I saw a lot of corruption and a lot of things going on, which does go on anyway. You know, the there's a lot of underhandedness, a lot of money exchanges, a lot of things going on to keep a roof over your head as a woman. You're like, wow, you're just like, you know, his sister had to do a lot of stuff. She tried to save somebody as well herself, but she died in the process. So, you know, anyways, so with that said, I know I'm just gonna leave it right there. You know, I think I've given away a lot already anyway, but you know, I don't care. Like, I love that movie, and I think that's one of the best, one of the movies I've seen, and I thought, yeah, you know, I need to talk about that one. So I don't do movie reviews. I ain't gonna say this, that. I just looking at like Chadwick Boseman and the character he portrayed on that movie. You know, unexpectedly, you know, he's an inspector from Cape Town. I'm like, yes, bad boy movie. So I'm going to come off now and just leave it there. Have a good day, good afternoon, good night. Well, it's night over here now. Good night. So see you later. Bye.